God damn. This game is so freaking pretty. It may not be the best looking game out there, but look at that sunset. Hey everybody on YouTube, this is Super Nintendo, and welcome to my next episode. Welcome to another episode of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Last time, we climbed down from that Sheikah Tower over there, and went into that Sheikah Shrine, where we got the power of magnesis. We also got informed on what we need to do in order to get off this plateau. And then we got introduced to this gorgeous sunset. This time, we're gonna move away from the gorgeous sunset and look for more shrines. Let's go. So, yeah. I will be stopping every now and then, to smell the roses, because this game, it's very, very pretty. It's, very peaceful and serene. And, even these decayed robots that are apparently still alive. I swear I didn't plan that. Maybe. Ah! No! 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 Damn! Oh, thank God for autosave. Alright, let's try that again. That is a decayed guardian. Those things, all guardians have a laser that they can shoot out at you. Whoa! Get out of here. Peace. Alright, now that we have dealt with them, let's see. There we go, perfect block. That's what I was trying to do, but it did not, take. All guardians have very useful, rare, comparatively rare items that they can, shoot out at you. Ancient screws, ancient springs, ancient shafts, ancient cores, or power cores, and giant cores. Depending on the type of guardian, you can get one of those items or more. And what items you get is most of the time random. So, have fun with it. I don't really like randomness usually, but, for this game. Here we have a couple of skull boblins. And, you can pick up their severed arm and use it as a weapon. Use that. Now that we have multiple shields, we have nothing to worry about. So, here's the thing. From now on, because the beginnings of shrines and whatnot are always the same, as well as when you get those spirit orbs, I'm going to be skipping those every time. Because there's no reason to waste time watching those every time, when they more or less say the exact same thing every time. And here we have one of the most useful items in the game. The remote bombs. These items are extremely useful. They have so many uses. Alright, so if I can actually show them, you have two types of bombs. Round bombs that you can throw and they roll. And you have square bombs, which don't move very easily. So, one thing that you can do with bombs is you can blow stuff up, obviously. However, because they are indeed bombs, you can, well, first and foremost, because they are two separate bombs, you can use them interchangeably. If you want to, you can juggle enemies with these bombs. And, you know, like, you can throw one bomb, and by the time, if you time it right, when you detonate it, you can lay down the other. Another thing you can do is you can blow up trees, which will become very, very useful later on. You can also throw the bombs into water, killing fish, making it so much easier to collect fish. Why do you want to collect fish? Well, much like other items in the game, which we haven't really gone into yet, fish can be cooked and turned into useful dishes or other stuff. You know, they will be very useful. And without this, fish are kind of a pain in the ass to get. There's a lot of other uses for bombs, which we will be getting into. But I will be showing in this video just how useful bombs can be when it comes to combat. Because one of the things that people often complain about is the weapon durability, and how, supposedly, your weapons break after just a couple of uses. Which is very true early on because you're using sticks and whatnot. But if you're worried about that, once you have the remote bombs, you don't need to worry about it anymore, for the most part. We got our new spirit orb. So they're not all that useful against guardians. However, they are extremely useful against other types of enemies. Ah, shit! Ah. 2 deaths in the same video. I'm not really experienced with the perfect block, okay? I don't use the perfect block all that much. Alright, come here. There we go. You can die, you can die, you can definitely die. Alright. So it's really good and really worth your time to go to these broken down guardians and, you know, pillage their destroyed carcasses for items and whatnot, because, like I said, they will be very useful. And I'm gonna get into arrow-based combat very soon. And by very soon, I mean when we get to an enemy camp. And I don't know what it is with me talking like Zap Brannigan lately. Maybe because he is the most decorated captain of all the captains in the solar system. And he loves his champagne. And quesadillas. Seriously though, Zap Brannigan is awesome. He used to be one of those characters I didn't like all that much when I was younger. But, you know, as I grew older and wiser and into more of a douchebag, I began to like him more and more. That over there is a blue bokoblin, and the first of his kind that we will be seeing. But not the last. If we lit him on fire. See, look at that. That was great. Spiked Boko Club. Let's get rid of you. So, to talk about the combat a little bit, which is a very contentious topic, I know. But the combat in this game, particularly with the weapon durability system, it's one of those things that people love to complain about, but personally, I don't see any problem with it. You see, one of the things with this game is that the world is in ruin. You are a scavenger. You're supposed to be killing enemy. Oh, I thought it was going to be raining. You're supposed to be killing enemies, taking items, and, you know, killing. You know, you're supposed to be using everything in your power to kill enemies. You don't need to be using the enemy's weapons all the time. You know, that's not what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to change it up a little bit. You're supposed to be using everything in your power. Whether that be your bombs, your items, and whatnot. Like here, we got choo-choos. Just throw a bomb at them and they explode, and then you can take their jelly. Choo jelly. Like, see how easy it is? You can just throw enemies. Like, you can use rocks, like boulders, like that. And you can use it to kill enemies. At least could, if I can frickin' push you. Physics, thy name is not Breath of the Wild. Go down there. Go kill him. Whoops. Go over there. And kablooey! See, look at that. Like, look at how much, and look at how much damage it does to them. And the AI is so freaking stupid, especially with bokoblins, that they'll just go over and try to kick it. And then when they go over and try to kick it, you can detonate it in their faces, and it does so much damage. I mean, it doesn't do as much damage to, say, blue bokoblins or whatnot, but they're the stronger variant of the bokoblin race. Like, look at that! Like, look at that. I'm just juggling them with 2 bombs. I have not raised a weapon towards them. Come over here, you idiot. Like, look at that. Just 2 bombs and they're down. Like, that's all it takes. You know, that's all it takes. I don't understand why so many people have an issue with the combat when there's something as easy as that. You know, it's not that hard. It's not that hard. And you can detonate it to reveal a rock, like on a pile of leaves, and you get a Korok seed out of it. You know, like, that is something that you can do. And as far as blowing up trees, why would you want to blow up trees? Well, I'll show you why you want to blow up trees. Because if you blow up trees, you get bundles of wood, so you can make campfires. And campfires are one of the most useful things in this game, believe it or not. You know, that's one of the most useful things. Come here. The torch. You know what? We don't even need a torch. We can use the power of this weapon that I put out. Actually, what kind of weapons do we have right now? You know what? We got time. We got time. Alright, so where am I? Let's see. There should be something nearby. Right over here. Let's make our way over there. Because there's something that is going to make you guys freak the hell out. Also, you can use bombs to blow up things like boars to get things like raw meat. Like, look at that. Look at it. Look at it. Like, look at that. It's so easy. Like, when you get stronger bows or ranged weapons or whatnot, killing these things becomes a trifle. Also, if in the next episode I will be showing something that is actually that makes hunting things and killing things even more useful if you happen to have it. And it actually connects with my last major Let's Play. Well, not Shantae Half Genie Hero or Kirby's Epic Yarn. Okay, it doesn't connect to the last major Let's Play. But it connects to one of the ones I did recently, which I will be saving for next episode. But before I end off the episode, how about we take on a fantastic enemy called the bees! No, not the bees. But the Cruiser Bee Honey is a fantastic item that will be used in a lot of later stuff. So, how about we pull out the Traveler's Claymore? Meet the Stone Talus. This is a very, very powerful enemy. And I'm talking like Zap Brannigan again. There we go. Ow. Oh, you think you can defeat me like that? Well, I can crawl under your crotch, mister. Alright, so let's pull back out our Traveler's Claymore. This is pretty much a boss. And that's how you kill a boss like a boss. Never saying that again. For killing this, you get tons of useful items like opal, amber, sapphire, ruby, and all kinds of other stuff. I mean, these items aren't super duper useful later on when you have a bunch of this stuff, but like for this early on, they are fantastic items. Like, this is what you want to do very early on, is collect everything you see. Because when you do that, you can get tons and tons of useful stuff. And also, one other use for the bombs before I end off the video is there's an apple tree. An apple tree, you say? Well, by detonating it, you can get all of the apples. And use its tree thing for wood. So, I think that will do it for this episode. So, next time on The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, we will search for another shrine. And I'm going to start heading there now. See you guys in the next video. Zap Brannigan.